Before we dive in, I want to make this clear. If you're serious about your garden, hit that subscribe button, comment below with your experiences, and share this video with fellow gardeners. What I'm about to reveal isn't theory or hype. It's results I've tested myself. I've spent months comparing modern mulches, synthetic covers, and the latest miracle garden products, and one ancient method completely outperformed them all. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how this time-tested technique can transform your garden, save you money, and build soil health in ways no modern product can match. When I first started experimenting, I assumed my tried-and-true plastic covers and commercial mulches would win. They were convenient, widely used, and marketed as perfect for weed suppression, moisture retention, and winter protection. But the results were disappointing. Soil under the synthetic covers baked in the summer heat, moisture levels fluctuated dramatically, and I saw very little organic improvement. By contrast, the ancient mulch I stumbled upon not only destroyed the weeds, but also enhanced soil fertility, improved structure, and encouraged vibrant microbial life. And the best part? It's accessible to any gardener with leaves, straw, or plant material on hand. The ancient mulch is really just old-fashioned composting done in place. At its core, this method is deceptively simple. It's about using plant material that would otherwise be discarded, layering it in a way that builds soil rather than merely covering it. I call it living mulch because, unlike synthetic sheets, it interacts with the soil ecosystem. Fall leaves, straw, grass clippings, even spent vegetable tops can be used. The trick isn't just in what you use, but in how you apply it. The standard rule I follow is alternating layers of carbon-rich and nitrogen-rich materials. Dry leaves, shredded newspaper, or straw are high in carbon, while kitchen scraps, green clippings, or fresh grass are rich in nitrogen. A general ratio is 2 parts carbon to 1 part nitrogen. This combination accelerates decomposition, generates heat that suppresses weeds, and slowly releases nutrients into the soil over the months. So, in practice, I start by clearing the area of large debris and weeds. Then I lay a thin layer of carbon material, about 1 inch thick, followed by a thinner layer of nitrogen, roughly ½ an inch. I just repeat this layering until I reach a depth of 4 to 6 inches. What's amazing is how this approach changes the soil immediately. Within weeks, the mulch begins to settle, retaining moisture while feeding worms and beneficial microbes. By the time winter sets in, the soil is already enriched, soft, and ready for early spring planting. I've run side-by-side tests over several seasons, placing plastic sheets, rubber mats, and commercial mulch mats next to this ancient method. The synthetic options initially seemed cleaner, but the results told a different story. Plastic covers trap heat and moisture, but they also suffocate the soil, block beneficial fungi, and create conditions for root rot if you don't monitor them constantly. Commercial mat mulches often decompose too slowly or are treated with chemicals that discourage microbial life. By contrast, the ancient mulch integrates fully into the soil, breaking down naturally and leaving no residue. It's alive, feeding the garden continuously rather than just sitting passively on top. I've literally watched weeds struggle under the living mulch while vegetables thrived in the same bed. Not all plants respond to mulch the same way, so it's important to tweak the application based on your garden's needs. For vegetables like tomatoes or peppers, a 6-inch layer ensures adequate weed suppression and retains the warm soil they love. For winter crops, such as kale or broccoli, a slightly thinner 3 to 4 inch layer works best, enough to protect roots without keeping the soil overly damp. Flower beds and perennials benefit from mixing in chopped leaves or straw with a bit of finished compost to encourage deep root growth and long-term soil fertility. One practical step I always emphasize is keeping the mulch a few inches away from plant stems. This prevents rot while still reaping the benefits of moisture retention and nutrient addition. Another tip is to lightly water the mulch after application, which kickstarts microbial activity and helps it settle evenly. Over time, as the material decomposes, I top it up with fresh leaves or green clippings every 6 to 8 weeks, just to make sure the soil is always nourished and protected. I didn't expect so many side effects from using this method, but my test beds revealed surprising advantages. Soil texture improved noticeably, turning heavy clay into crumbly, friable earth that holds water yet drains well. Earthworm populations exploded, and my plants were visibly healthier with stronger stems and deeper roots. Perhaps the most rewarding aspect is sustainability. Instead of hauling yard waste to the curb or buying expensive commercial products, I'm recycling materials my garden already produces, turning them into black gold that keeps giving year after year. Even if you're a bit skeptical, results really do appear faster than you might think. In my own tests, beds mulched in early autumn were noticeably healthier by late winter. By the time spring arrived, seedlings established themselves more quickly, and the soil temperature stayed more consistent, which, really helped reduce shock and transplant stress. The ancient mulch also suppresses weeds almost entirely, so that means, less labor for you and more time to focus on growing food or flowers. And honestly, the visual difference alone, soil that's dark, rich, and absolutely teeming with life, is enough to convince even the most stubborn gardener. So, if you've struggled with modern covers or commercial mulches that just don't perform, give this ancient method a serious try. Layer leaves, straw, and kitchen scraps. Keep an eye on the carbon-to-nitrogen ratio and just watch as your soil transforms into a thriving, living ecosystem. Please do share your results in the comments because I genuinely love seeing fellow gardeners experiment and succeed with these techniques. Before you go, remember to subscribe to Evergreen Garden for more practical, tested gardening methods, and share this video with anyone who's serious about building soil and growing a resilient, productive garden. This ancient mulch isn't just a method, it's a philosophy that can save you time, money, and effort, all while giving your garden life that no modern cover can match. Start this season, and you'll be amazed at just how quickly your soil and plants respond.